Good morning, folks. Incredibly windy here today, so maybe this video won't turn out, I don't know. It's October 2nd here in southern Ontario. Just standing in a paddock. I have to check the exact days when I get back home, but I think we're looking at about 45 days rest. The orchard grass in some spots is about as tall as my rubber boot. Incredibly happy. Was actually shocked when I came in here this morning. Didn't think this land would produce this good on such short rest after the drought we had this year. There's a field over there. It's about 20 days rest on the other side of the fence. It won't recover enough now to really get any grazing out of it this fall. But yeah, this field here has some spots that's well, it just shows you what the land is capable of. It's all downhill, of course, so got a little bit more moisture and probably has nutrients running down towards it. When we get up on the hill, it's incredibly sparse and just shows you the challenges we have on this farm. As you can see, it's just getting thinner and thinner as we go. No longer the height of my rubber boot up here. And then we get to the top of this really windy knoll, and barely anything grows at all. You can see the bare spots down there. See my rubber boot in it. So came up here for a bale of hay today and flaked it out. This is organic hay we bought this year. It's actually last year's hay. First cut, a little on the mature side, but that's good. It'll be spread in seed. And moving the cows up here, they're just starting to come up now. I just opened the gate and let them come. Not going to move the fence daily anymore, but just bring them into the paddocks, let them eat it down, and feed hay every day as a supplement. They are eating the grass, but they are eating the hay pretty aggressively too. They're balancing their own diet. Whether you believe that grass is low in energy at this time of year, or low in fiber, or just low in oxygen, either way, the hay is helping to make up for it. And just trying to keep some of the production up. We don't have enough grass to just keep grazing. If I focused just on grazing, we would have been out of grass a long time ago. So supplementing with hay is good. I want to continue to bale graze to add fertility to the farm. So we've been grazing these paddocks off. There's a paddock over there, another real sandy hill. You can see where the cows have the bulls actually just dug wallows in the side of that hill. So I'll just later this year I'll just dump a whole round bale right in that hole. I did that over there last year, and it filled the hole quite well. So yeah, we have a tendency to really be overgrazing this year and not leaving the residual behind that I'd love to. All those fields that aren't quite growing back, we will end up back on them before everything's dormant, and we will be bale grazing on them as a way of keeping the nutrients in the field. And that's a bit of a trade-off. I don't like taking that much residual, but as I said before, I think we'll still be doing better next year than we did last year. We allowed these fields to get somewhat mature by just selective grazing. So a lot of plants were left behind, a lot went to seed, and now we're feeding a lot of hay this year. So next year these fields should just look like a newly seeded field, or behave like a newly seeded field, with the advantage, last year they were newly seeded, but they were seeded into cropland. Very little done in way of cover crop. We put an earth crop down the year before, but maybe not as aggressively or as diverse as we should have. We were still dealing with residual effects of chemical fertilizer and spray, and no added organic matter, whereas next year, if these fields look like a newly seeded field, they have the advantage of the plants that do make it through the winter. They have the advantage of a lot less residual chemical in the field that we've slowly been burning off, and all the added fertility from bale grazing for 2 years and spreading manure on it and grazing it. So that's where we're at. I just thought I would make this little video. It's more grass here than I had suspected, which makes me happy. And yeah, just optimistic for next year. That's all we can keep hoping for. Anyway, take care, folks. Have a great day.